Hey there, Virgo, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your monthly reading. This is going to be a reading for the month of August, and we're going to take a look at past, present, and near future energies. Also, Virgo, if this reading resonates and you want to book a personal reading, all the information about how to do that is in the description box below. And of course, Virgo, if you enjoy what I do, please consider buying me a cup of coffee. Donation link is below, and any and every amount is greatly appreciated. Lastly, I always get asked about this deck. I've linked all of my tarot decks and oracle decks that I use below. This one is called the Illuminati deck, I believe, but they're all linked below in the description box. Okay, Virgo. The main energy for your reading this month is the Four of Swords. There's a lot of healing happening here for you. True, deep, meaningful healing. You're taking a rest, you're taking a breather, and you're just healing. In the recent past, you get the Ten of Swords, King of Cups, King of Swords. There was an ending here. It was a very, very painful ending. It was very hard for you, and this is in your past. There was love here. You truly did love this person, and I also do see that this person made sense on paper. It's not just like, oh, I love them, but it didn't add up. On paper, you were like, yep, this makes sense. This person truly, truly works for me. But it seems like it ended. Now, in the current situation, you get the Nine of Swords, Seven of Wands, Ace of Wands. There's a little bit of anxiety. There's a little bit of pain here in the current situation. And you're also kind of trying to resist or fight this urge that you have in order to have a brand new beginning with this person. So part of you wants to rekindle this. Part of you wants a reconciliation. And I say part of you because the other part of you is showing me something else. Part of you is like, I want to reconcile. I want to have a new beginning. I want to start over with this person. But you don't want to want that. It's almost like, oh, I want this, but I don't want to be wanting this. Because the other part of you is like, yeah, I'm going through the pain of this ending. It's done. It's over, etc. So I do see you really spending a lot of time up in your head, really overanalyzing, overthinking a lot of things here, which honestly is not new to you. You guys are the king and queens of overthinking. In the near future, you get the Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Four of Cups. I like this. Things are working. Things are moving. You're building here. In the near future, there's communication. Things are happening quite rapidly for you. But I do still see you being disappointed for some reason. It's almost like the universe is things are moving, things are building, things are happening, and you're like, yeah, but like what? Let me see. Now, again, this could be your person's energy. This could be your person's energy. Take it as, or sorry, your energy or your person's energy. Take it as it resonates. I just read the energy in the room. I don't know who it belongs to, but I'm going to say you because this is your reading. Let's take a look at the Four of Swords, which is the main energy for your reading this month. Four of Swords is clarified by the Devil, the World, and the Six of Pentacles. You're healing from this ending. You're showing me. I do kind of feel for you here, Virgo, because you're showing me like, look, it ended. It's over. But like all I want is to get back to equal give and take with this person. I want some interaction. So things ended. I feel like you and your person stopped talking. All you want is just to get back to this place of give and take, of communication, of that flow that you and this person have. You want this so bad you can taste it. This is almost like you are addicted to this because you're literally showing me I'm trying to withdraw from this. It's almost like withdrawing from this energy, which is very difficult for you. Very, very, very difficult for you. I can see that. But in that process, you're also healing. You really are healing here. But it's not easy, right? Withdrawal is never easy. I've personally never gone through it. I don't know, but you know what I see it as depicted on like TV shows and stuff. It never seems easy. And that's kind of like what you're doing here. You are literally causing yourself to withdraw. You're weaning, not even weaning yourself off, because I do see like a cold cut here between you and this person. Really intense reading right now, Virgo. For those of you that are looking for nice, lighthearted, easy readings, tune out. This ain't for you. This ain't for you. Let's take a look at the Ten of Swords in the recent past. Four of Swords again. Nine of Cups, Two of Wands. Yeah, you're healing. There was an ending here. It was painful. It was difficult. And you're showing me I'm healing. And through this healing, you're like, when am I going to get back to this place of emotional fulfillment, emotional stability? You are a light, Virgo. Like truly, look at this card. There is light beaming out of your energy. And I feel like this ending kind of dimmed your light, and you're showing me like, look, I know that healing is a process and I'm working on healing now. You're not trying to rush it, but you are kind of getting a little impatient here in the recent past. It's like, okay, when am I going to get back to myself? When am I going to start feeling like myself again, you know? Where's that emotional fulfillment, that emotional balance that I always feel? Like I want to heal from this ending already. Let's take a look at the King of Cups in the recent past. King of Cups is clarified by the Eight of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. You're confused. You're confused. You're literally all over the place. You're showing me like, look, like I loved him. And not only did I love him or her, sorry, I don't know why I said him. Some of you, I don't know. Anyways. Oh, because King. Jesus. I don't want to assign gender to my cards, but anywho, you're showing me like I love this person. I love them. And not only did I love them, I know they loved me too. Like I know the love went both ways. So it's not that there wasn't love there. You're literally showing me like what the heck happened. You cannot stop thinking about this. You think and you think and you think and you think and you overanalyze and you go through every conversation and every text message and every single thing that you guys said to each other and everything that happened. You're literally looking for that clue as to like what went wrong and you can't find it. And that's why you're showing me like I'm so confused about this ending. Like I don't even understand why it happened. What happened? Why did it take place here? Let's look at the King of Swords in the recent past. King of Swords is clarified by the Nine of Swords, which you get again in the current situation, the Five of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Some of you may be dealing with a Taurus that showed up twice here, Capricorn. Lots of earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Aries also showed up. No, I lied. Aries did not show up. Why? Oh, because I saw Aries at the bottom of the deck. Sorry. Anyways. You're showing me that even when you try to rationalize this, right? Because you're showing me like I'm in pain, I'm going through the pain, I'm all confused. Let me try to think about this logically. Let me take my emotions out of this and think about this logically. You can't, right? You're going through the pain. You're going through the anxiety in the recent past. You're going through the energy of the loss, feeling the loss of this person, feeling the loss of this connection. Truly, it hurts you. You were in a lot of pain here in the recent past, Virgo. I can see that. Because you're looking at this person and you're like, this was my person. Like I saw this person checking all my boxes, literally like every single thing that I wanted, this person, check, check, check. Like I couldn't have built this person in a factory if I tried. Like they're so perfect for me. This connection was so perfect for me. What happened? Let's move over to the current situation and see what's going on. Because in the recent past, there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of pain. I can see that. The Nine of Swords in the current situation is clarified by the Sun, the Chariot, the Eight of Pentacles, which you get again in the same row in the near future, and the Eight of Wands, which you also get in the near future. So your current situation continues into the near future. Despite the anxiety, despite the pain, Virgo, you are moving past it. So your current situation is leaps and bounds improved in terms of how you feel, the energy that you feel. You're actually showing me I gained a lot of clarity. So all this confusion in the past that you had about this connection seems to dissipate because you're showing me when I looked at this logically, practically, right? When I took away my feelings, when I took away the love, when I took away my emotions, and I just look at this like black and white, like somebody, like a third party that has no involvement whatsoever in this connection, I gained a lot of clarity. I gained a lot of understanding about what happened, what went wrong, what we did, what they did, what I did, right? So there's a lot of clarity happening in the current situation, and I do see you moving past the anxiety and the pain and moving in a much better direction. Things are happening. Things are building really, really quickly for you here. Let's see. Let's look at the Seven of Wands in the current situation. King of Swords you got in the recent past. Some of you may be dealing, like I said, with Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Those are showing up strong here. So what I do see here is you are very, very defensive though. You're doing, taking action, moving, right? But you haven't completely gone through the confusion. So it's literally like in the recent past, you're 100% confused. In the current situation, you're like 30% confused. So you work through 70% of it, but there is still some confusion here where it's like, if I think about this long enough, I start getting more confused again. So what you're doing in the current situation in order to not feel the confusion, not feel the pain, not really deal with whatever like little bits of this connection are left over, you're putting them in a room and you're closing the door. You're literally walling them off. So it's literally like, this is you, Virgo, and then there's this little part of you which you've torn off, you've put behind a wall, and you've closed the door. You're like, I don't want to look at you. Stay back, right? There is a little bit of like self-denial here, like you lying to yourself, like, yay, I'm all better, everything's gone, everything's done, I've moved past it, everything's great. You have, majority of you have, but there's that little bit of you which is still, just that little bit where you haven't fully, like, you just set that aside. So it's almost like an energy of like, imagine that you got staked with a wooden stake, right? You pull the wooden stake out, but you still have one little splinter. And you're like, it's too painful for me to pull this splinter out. Don't want to deal with the splinter. Let me just leave that splinter in and put a Band-Aid on it. I can't see it. It's not there. It is there, right? You've pulled out the majority of the wooden stake, so it doesn't hurt as much anymore. You're healing, but that little splinter is still there. And you're like, nope, I'm good. I put a Band-Aid on it. That splinter is gone as far as I'm concerned, even though you know it's still there. Let's take a look at, okay. Ace of Wands is clarified by the Five of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. You are still holding on to hope, possibility, desire of maybe this person and I can have a brand new beginning. Maybe we can rekindle this. Again, most of you, the majority of you, when I say you, I mean like if we took you, Virgo, and we turned you into a pie, 80% of you, of your energy is like, I'm good, I'm focused on myself, I'm doing my own thing, right? But there's that 20% of you which is like, well, what about the past? Maybe we can rekindle this. There's a little bit of you which is still stuck in the past, reliving old memories, thinking about what happened, right? You moved on, but there's still that little splinter from the past. Let's take a look at the near future. I want to clarify the Eight of Pentacles in the near future because you got that in the current situation. There you are. Eight of Pentacles is clarified by the Hermit, which is you. The Knight of Wands is strength. It's difficult. It's difficult in the near future, but you're doing it anyway. And what you're doing is getting back to that lively self of yours. Remember I told you, Virgo, you are a light. You literally have a bright aura. There's light beaming from within you, that fire within you. That's what you're working on retrieving, rekindling in the near future. You're like, I don't want to be turned off anymore. I don't want to be dimmed. I want to shine and truly feel like myself. Is it difficult? Yes, but you're still doing it. You're like, I will light this fire within me, hell or high water. And that's what you're doing. Like, whether that means going to the gym, focusing on yourself, whether that means buying yourself nice things, whether that means going on dates, right? That's going to be different for each of you. But you're literally like feeding this fire within you as much as you can to shine bright, to feel like yourself again in the near future, 100% like yourself. Let's take a look at the Eight of Wands in the near future. Eight of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Swords, Queen of Swords, King of Wands. Yeah, there's a lot of internal dialogue happening here for you in the near future. Okay, and I do feel like you're getting very crystal clear on the fact that this person that you were dealing with in the recent past, it was almost like you saw the surface level version of them. Not because you're not intuitive, but because that's what they showed you. You're showing me, I'm getting crystal clear on the fact that this person that I thought I knew, this person that I, dated, whatever, right? The version of them that I saw was not the entirety of them. It was not all of them. It was almost like they were showing me the highlight reel, the best version of themselves, that they're always amazing, they're always loving, they're always supportive, right? There was no negatives. And that's not like, people aren't perfect, but you almost saw like this person kept presenting you with this perfect image of themselves. And you're showing me like, the more I think about this, the more I recognize that. Like, what I got was the Hollywood, like the Hollywood version of this person, the perfect person. There were no cracks. It was always amazing. They were always loving. They were always supportive. They were always happy. Everything was great, right? And that felt great at the time. But in the near future, you're going to be like, okay, I get it now. Like, it doesn't make sense. Nobody's perfect. And they were almost too perfect. And then you're kind of starting to see the little red flags. But hindsight is always 20/20, Virgo. Let's look at the Four of Cups in the near future. Four of Cups is clarified by the Star, the Lovers, and the Three of Wands. And again, I do feel like some of you are dealing with an Aries or a Sag or a Gemini. It's hard, Virgo, because all you want is just this connection back. You're showing me this person and I, it was a deep connection. There was love there, right? And so I do see a lot of back and forth in this reading for you. You're making progress forward, but then you're kind of also dipping back into the past, the good feelings, the love, the connection, the positive memories, all of that. And you're kind of just waiting for something to happen. Because as much progress as you made and as much as you're healing and as much as you realize, hey, this person may have given me like, I only got to see 20% of them because they just made sure to show me the perfect parts of them. And, I'm working on myself and I'm moving past that. There's still, your emotions are still tied up to this person where it's like, but I still love them, but I still miss that connection. I still miss the feeling. I still miss all of that, right? And that's kind of the energy that I see here. So you're still kind of in the near future, you're waiting a little bit. Let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind this month, Virgo. And also, Virgo, please remember, if this reading resonates and you enjoy these readings, please consider buying me a cup of coffee. Donation link is below, and any and every amount is greatly appreciated. From the universe, you get the Seven of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Ace of Swords. You're wondering what went wrong. You're trying to analyze and evaluate exactly when this all went to hell in a handbasket. You're trying to gain that mental clarity because you're showing me I cannot pinpoint, I cannot clearly understand or see the one point in which I was like, okay, this was the turning point. It's like everything was amazing, and then bam, this whole connection just dissolved. And you're trying to like figure out like what happened, what did I do, where did this go, like what was going on. You're still trying to get to that mental clarity this month. So Virgo, pretty intense reading. I know. I don't know if even half of you made it to the end of it because, this was not a positive reading. It was pretty intense. It was pretty difficult. So yeah, that's what I have for you. I hope it helped. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you here on the next one, Virgo.